wonderful Nadia Battocletti is phenomenal at a European level. She's a global medalist, an Olympic medalist, and now another European title, the double for Battocletti.
Nadia Battocletti steps onto the track in Birmingham for the 10,000-meter final. She already won one European title just days before. Now, every single rival has one job: stop her from winning a second one. For 25 laps, it looks like they might pull it off. Then, in the final 250 meters, everything changes. For most of the race, nothing looks special at all. The pace is slow, the pack is tight, runners bunch up, elbows out, and nobody wants to move first. Battocletti sits back and watches. She lets Dutch runner Maureen Koster push the pace up front. She stays patient, tucked in the pack, saving every bit of energy. Then, the second the moment is right, she strikes fast. And that is exactly what she does. With one lap left, Battocletti is sitting in third place. Most runners would panic right there. Not her. She waits until 250 meters are left. Then she attacks. What happens next is one of the most brutal finishing kicks European distance running has ever seen. It happens on August 14, 2026, and she rips through her final kilometer in just 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Think about that for a second. After 9 straight kilometers, after almost 30 minutes of racing, she finds a gear nobody else has left in their legs. She crosses the line at 31 minutes and 41 seconds. Maureen Koster takes silver, 4.5 seconds behind. Johanna van Lint of Belgium grabs bronze. Look at the splits and it gets even crazier. She hits the 9-kilometer mark at 28 minutes and 53 seconds. That means her last kilometer alone costs the field almost 3 minutes. She runs the second half of the race nearly 52 seconds faster than the first half. Most runners slow down late in a 10,000-meter race. She speeds up instead. But this is not just about one race. This is about what it means in the bigger picture. 2 years before, at the 2024 European Championships in Rome, Battocletti pulled off something huge. She won both the 5,000-meter and the 10,000-meter in front of her home fans. That double was already rare. Almost no athlete in history had won both distance events at one European Championships. Everyone thought that was a one-time thing, a perfect storm. Home crowd, home advantage, everything falling into place for one special week. Then Birmingham happens. Just 3 days before the 10,000-meter final on August 11th, Battocletti already grabbed gold in the 5,000-meter. That race was tactical too. Runners jostled for position through most of it, and nobody wanted to commit. Then, with 250 meters left, she strikes again. She rips through the final 200 meters in 28 seconds flat and blows past the field. So when she lines up for the 10,000-meter final, she is not just defending one title, she is trying to defend 2 titles, back-to-back, at 2 different European championships in a row. Nobody in the history of this sport, man or woman, had ever done that double twice. She just did it. That result gives her 4 European gold medals in her career. That is now the most European Championship gold ever won by an Italian track and field athlete. Let that sink in. Out of every Italian who has ever stepped onto a track or field at these championships, nobody has more gold than Nadia Battocletti. It also stretches something even bigger. This win is her 9th straight medal at a major international championship. 9 in a row. No slip-ups, no bad days when it counts. That streak started at the Paris Olympics in the 10,000-meter, where she took silver. Here's something most fans do not know. This season did not start well for her at all. Back in February, she won gold in the 3,000-meter at the World Indoor Championships in Torun. That looked like a strong start. In June, she finished a rough 13th place at a Diamond League meet in Rome. For an athlete at her level, that raised a lot of eyebrows. Then she had to pull out of the Diamond League in Monaco completely. The reason came out later. She was fighting fatigue caused by anemia, a condition that drains your energy and makes hard training brutal. Picture that for a second. An athlete battling a health issue that leaves her exhausted, pulling out of big races just weeks before the biggest championship of her year. Then she walks into Birmingham and wins 2 European titles anyway. One of them with a closing kilometer that leaves veteran commentators speechless. That is not luck, and that is not just talent either. That is an athlete built different. Her background explains a lot of that toughness. She was born in a small town called Clusone, deep in the mountains of northern Italy. Her father, Giuliano, was a professional runner himself, and now he coaches her personally. Her mother, Jahara Sadughi, competed as an athlete back in Morocco before moving to Italy. Running is not just a sport in this family, it runs in the blood on both sides. She started winning big even as a teenager. At just 17 years old, she took bronze at the European Under-20 Championships. 2 years later, she grabbed silver in that same age group. By the time she reached the senior level, she was already used to standing on the podium. The last 2 years have been a non-stop climb. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, she won silver in the 10,000 meters, missing gold by a slim margin. Then, in 2025, at the World Championships in Tokyo, she topped even that. She won silver again in the 10,000 meters and added bronze in the 5,000 meters. That made her the first Italian woman ever to make the podium twice at one World Championships. She holds the European record in the 5-kilometer road race, clocking 14 minutes and 32 seconds. She holds the Italian national record in the 5,000 meters. She has won 5 straight European cross-country titles. Right now, she's the reigning European champion on the track, on the road, and in cross-country all at once. No other athlete in Europe can say that. What makes her racing style so dangerous is her patience. Watch any of her recent finals and you'll see the same pattern. She sits back, she lets everyone else take the risks up front. She stays calm while the field burns energy fighting for position. Then in that final 250 meters, she unleashes a finishing speed almost nobody else on the planet can match. Her rivals know it now. They've seen it happen twice at these European Championships alone. Maureen Koster tried to control the race from the front, and she still couldn't hold her off. Klara Lukin of Slovenia, one of the fastest road runners in Europe, brought serious speed too, and it still wasn't enough. Everyone in that field knew the attack was coming in the final lap. It didn't matter. Knowing it was coming and actually stopping it turned out to be two very different things. After crossing the line in Birmingham, Battocletti said something honest to Italian television. She said she's not sure she fully understands the level she's competing at right now. Then she corrected herself, saying maybe she should stop being so modest and just admit she's genuinely that good. At 26 years old, with 4 European golds, an Olympic silver, 2 World Championship medals, and a World Indoor title already on her resume, the numbers back up every word.